Hey, it's me, Kevin Scott. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how the use of social media could probably end up costing you time with your children and money out of your pockets if you're not careful. So without further ado, great day to you. Okay, so we all have social media accounts. We've got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, any other platforms you may post your stuff on. And sometimes you may think that those platforms are just yours and anything you post out there is your business. Wrong. Because anything you post out there is public domain and it can be used against you if you have to go to court or have to appear before a judge for anything that has to do with your children, custody, or any kind of issues you may have with the other co-parent. So I want you to be careful when you post stuff out there, because that stuff that you post out there can come back and it might bite you in the behind. You see, we're so accustomed to going out there on social media and posting anything that we want to post. We see something we like and we just post it. We retweet stuff. I actually saw something the other day where it was one co-parent was just throwing all kinds of bombs out there about the other co-parent, putting all their business out there in public. And I sat there and thought to myself, I'm like, if that was me, I'd be sort of upset, because I'm like, first of all, the other parent wasn't responding, but how do we know what's going on in those people's relationship? That was the only thing we saw. Was we were reading, basically getting a glimpse into these people's lives based on one parent's posts. And what the worst thing that could happen if the other parent would have post back and just see people going back and forth. That's not good. And just imagine if your children of age where they could read that kind of stuff and they see mom and dad going back and forth with each other. That's not a good sight. I was in a class, it was dealing with co-parenting communication. And there was a lawyer who was in there, and she talked about the misuses of social media and how it can come back to harm you. And she had some posts out there. Let me pull up my phone. I took notes in the class, and it said this right here. She said that there have been several situations where the court has required that a Facebook account be unlocked. You hear that? Unlocked. So just because you think you got privacy settings on it and it's your account, it doesn't mean anything. And they unlocked it so that the court could take a look at the history of the posts and photos. So even if you try to go out there and hide it, it could still come back to bite you in the behind. The lawyer also said that there have been times when she has brought posts right into hearings and used them as exhibits. Who are you going to argue with if a lawyer uses your own posts against you? You can't argue with the lawyer. You put it out there. That's your business. You should have kept it to yourself. And the last one she said was, there have been times when she actually saw court orders given to one parent to prevent certain kinds of posts from being placed on Facebook. So now, not only do you have court order that's out there until it gets changed, but you got a judge ordering you what to do and what you can and cannot do on your own Facebook account. So when you think that account is yours, that's why I said wrong. That just became admissible evidence. Anything you post out there became admissible evidence. And you need to keep it to yourself. Just remember that anything that you publish on social media platform can and probably will be used against you. You've got to catch yourself before you post anything. And take a deep breath and say to yourself, if I post this, what's the worst thing that could happen? I'm hoping I'm talking to somebody who really cares, because if you care about that, then you're going to think twice before you hit that button and send it. So one thing I heard was, when in doubt, leave it out and don't post it. It's better to not post and worry about what would happen if I would have posted than to post it and worry about the consequences that's going to come because you did. That's all I have for you. Stay safe and be blessed.